love your knees, love your toes, love your belly, love your nose, whoa-oh. I love your knees, love your toes, love your belly, love your nose, whoa-oh. Oh, I love you so. My love for you is as big as a tree, bigger than a whale living in the sea, larger than the moon up in the sky, it's true. I love your knees, love your toes, love your belly, love your nose, whoa-oh. I love your knees, love your toes, love your belly, love your nose, whoa-oh. Oh, I love you so. My love for you is strong as glue, stronger than an ox and a donkey too. The strength of a diamond doesn't compare, it's true. I love your knees, love your toes, love your belly, love your nose, whoa-oh. I love your knees, love your toes, love your belly, love your nose, whoa-oh. Oh, I love you so. My love for you goes as high as a kite, higher than an airplane taking flight. My heart swells up when I think of you, it's true. I love your knees, love your toes, love your belly, love your nose, whoa-oh. I love your knees, love your toes, love your belly, love your nose, whoa-oh. Oh, I love you so. Oh, I love you so. Oh, I love you so.
There's one more thing we have to do before we can read our story. And do you remember what that one thing is? We have to sing the Good Morning Train song. Okay, are you ready? Let's get our trains moving. The good morning train is coming, how are you? Choo choo! The good morning train is coming, how are you? Choo choo! The good morning train is coming, the good morning train is coming, the good morning train is coming, how are you? Choo choo! And we all say hi to our moms, how are you? Choo choo! And we all say hi to our dads, how are you? Choo choo! And we all say hi to our sisters, and we all say hi to our brothers, and we all say hi to our grandparents, how are you? Choo choo! And we all say hi to our pets, how are you? Choo choo! And we all say hi to our friends, how are you? Choo choo! And we all say hi to me, and we all say hi to you! And we all say hi to everybody, how are you? Choo choo! Awesome job, guys. For the first story time in October, I chose the book Ouch! This is a great story about this little hedgehog here getting ready for winter and getting ready to hibernate. And I'm not sure if all of you know what hibernate means, but hibernate means going to sleep for the whole winter and then waking up in the spring. Let's read what happens in this funny story. Ouch! By Ragnhild Skamel, illustrated by Michael Terry. Hedgehog had just finished building her winter nest under the old apple tree. Not too large and not too small, just right for a long winter sleep. Oh, what a big stretch. She must be so tired. She's probably been eating lots of food and searching for things to help her sleep through the winter. Suddenly, a juicy red apple landed on her back. Plop! Ow! Squeaked Hedgehog. She curled up into its spiny ball, hoping that it would fall off. But when she uncurled, the juicy red apple was still there. Hedgehog tried to squeeze herself and the apple into the beautiful new nest that she just made. But could she get in? No, she could not. Not with that apple on her back. The nest was too small. Oh dear. Squirrel scurrying past with an armful of brown nuts stopped to help. Stand still, I'll push the apple off, he said. And he pushed, and he struggled, and he heaved, and he tugged. Squirrel seems like a good friend. He looks very busy, and he still stopped to help poor little Hedgehog. But the juicy red apple stayed where it was. Worse, 3 of Squirrel's brown nuts got stuck on Hedgehog's spines. So now she had a juicy red apple and 3 brown nuts stuck on her back. Oh dear, wailed Hedgehog. Winter is coming and I can't get into my nest. What will I do? Try rolling on your back, snorted Pig, who trotted up. That will get rid of all of it. Here's another fun forest friend, Pig. Hedgehog threw herself on the ground. Her little legs paddled in the air as she twisted and wriggled and rolled. Has it all gone? She asked hopefully, scrabbling to her feet. Pig shook his head. No, the juicy red apple and the 3 brown nuts were all still there, and so were a small green pear and a crumpled brown leaf. Oh dear, said Hedgehog, rolling her eyes. But up in the sky, sailing towards Hedgehog, she saw a colorful piece of paper. Father! She cried. This way and that she ran as fast as she could. This way and that drifted the paper. And landed right on her back between the apple and the 3 brown nuts. It's not fair, cried Hedgehog, who now had a juicy red apple, 3 brown nuts, a small green pear, a crumpled brown leaf, and a colorful piece of paper all stuck on her back. I will never get into my nest. Hedgehog pattered to the pond and gazed at her reflection in the water. Hello, Hedgehog. That's a lot of stuff on your back, croaked Frog. Huh, I'm trying to get rid of it, sniffed Hedgehog. Dive in, said Frog. That will wash it all off. Hedgehog dipped in the murky water, and then she dived in. Splash! Her friends watched Hedgehog bobbing up and down. The juicy red apple, the 3 brown nuts, the small green pear, the crumpled brown leaf, and the colorful piece of paper were all still there. And now, so was a pink water lily. My goodness, her friends are trying to help so much, but it's just so tricky. Glug, 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 gurgled Hedgehog as the others heaved her out of the water. She did look funny. But Hedgehog did not find it funny. Stop laughing, she spluttered, and she stamped her feet on the ground. Where am I going to sleep this winter? Pig and Squirrel looked worried, and so did Frog. I do have one last idea, oinked Pig. Squeeze through that hedge over there, and that'll brush everything off. So Hedgehog closed her eyes and squeezed herself through the thick leaves. But did it get rid of everything off her back? No, it did not. It was all still there, and so were 4 ripe blackberries. And there, staring at her with a look of great surprise, stood her friend Goat. Oh, cried Goat, you've brought me lunch. Help yourself, said Hedgehog. Please take it all. Did you know that goats like to eat everything, even garbage sometimes? I wonder how much Goat will be able to take off of Hedgehog's back. Yippee! brayed Goat, and then he picked off and ate the juicy red apple, the 3 brown nuts, the small green pear, the pink water lily, and the 4 ripe blackberries. For dessert, he ate the paper. The only thing left was the 1 crumpled brown leaf. He just couldn't eat any more. Hooray! cried Hedgehog. She felt as light as a feather. Thank you, Goat, she said. And then she ran as fast as her little legs could carry her through the gate, past the pond, across the orchard, under the tree, and home to into her cozy nest. Hedgehog squeezed into her little nest. It fitted her perfectly, and it was the best nest ever. Outside, a cold wind blew another apple off the tree. But it didn't fall on Hedgehog. She was safe in her nest and fast, fast asleep. And that is the end of our story. Ouch! Let's take a peek at what our craft for this week is going to be. Now for our craft, we get to make our very own hedgehogs just like the one we read about in the story. And for this craft, we're going to need our crayons, scissors, and glue, and that is it. Step 1 for our craft today is we are going to be coloring all different kinds of fall leaves. The best thing about coloring fall leaves is that they don't have to be perfect. They can be small or big. They can be all sorts of colors. They're just beautiful. So what we need to do is we need to color enough fall leaves to cover the entire brown page that came with our kit. Step number 2 will be cutting out our little hedgehog friend and all of the objects that we read about in our story today. Now that we have our beautiful background and our hedgehog and all of our cut out objects, step 3 is to glue them all together. So first we will glue down our little hedgehog, and then we will put glue on the back of all of the different objects we've cut out and stick them on our hedgehog, just like in the story. I even spent time and crumpled up my little brown leaf to stick behind my hedgehog's ear so it would match the book perfectly. Something fun to practice this week would be to write your name at the top of your hedgehog picture. And if you can't write your name yet, I think maybe you could practice writing the first letter of your name. Have fun, friends! See you next week!